Guess what? A magical thing happens. She stays feminine. When you act masculine, they will respond to you by acting feminine. The reason why a lot of you guys get these females acting like dudes around you, treating you like a little bitch, treating you like a little girl or a gay little friend or a gay little brother, the reason why these chicks are treating you like a woman is because you act like one. Because you don't stay in your masculine frame. Because you don't demonstrate what's called masculine polarity, right? You let yourself get all emotional around her. She sees you get emotional. She sees you lack the ability to control your emotions, your feelings. She sees that you lack the ability to control yourself, right? You lack that maturity, that mental discipline to watch out for yourself, to care for yourself, right? To not play the victim, to not like blame the world for your problems, to not like start crying on her shoulder when things go wrong, right? She sees that in you, so she treats you as such, right? As the old saying goes, to be treated like a king, you must act like a king. At the end of the day, fellas, perception is everything. As they say, all the world is a stage, right? All the world is a stage and we are just actors. Perception is everything. And so when you have females treating you like a girl, it's because she has not seen any reason to treat you otherwise, right? And sometimes a girl just doesn't know you yet, right? Say you cold approach a girl, you're like me, you take guys on boot camp, you do cold approach, and you approach a girl, she just doesn't know you yet, so she doesn't know any better. You know, based on her, what she sees of you, she might view you as somebody who she thinks that she could, you know, she could mess with. Like, oh, this guy seems a little feminine to me, right? But then when you prove her otherwise, and you show her like, hey girl, the buck stops here. I do not tolerate bad behavior. I do not tolerate lip from you, okay? My pimp hand is pretty strong, right? I got a strong ass pimp hand. Right? I ain't no simp, right? I'm a pimp. I ain't no simp, I'm a pimp. That should be a song. I ain't no simp, I'm a pimp, right? I actually did a coaching video recently called Are You Simpin' or Are You Pimpin', right? You can't do both. You gotta choose one. You're either simpin' or pimpin', and you always gotta be pimpin', right? Right, fellas, you gotta be pimpin'. Even if the girl doesn't know you yet and you just met her, she might just expect that you're just some feminine dude that I gotta treat like a little girl. I gotta treat him like a chick. Right? And unfortunately, just because a lot of these girls, the guys that they come across turn out to be that, a lot of these women these days just expect that you're gonna be some spineless beta simp that she can walk on, that she can talk smack to, that you'll just put up with it. Right? Just because that is the type of guy that so many of these girls are used to dealing with these days. More than ever these days, you have to prove her wrong, especially if she thinks that of you, right? There are a number of girls in field that I have to like do a 180 on them so they know that, hey, you're not talking to another simp who's gonna kowtow to you, who's gonna validate you, who's gonna supplicate to you. You know, no, I'm gonna sit here and shit test you back, girl. You shit test me, I'm gonna shit test you back. I'm gonna ask you, what else do you have going for you besides your looks? Right? What else do you have going for you besides that mouth of yours that can't shut up? What else do you have going for you besides that $1,000 purse that's ugly? It's a Louis Vuitton, whatever. I'm gonna shit test you back. I'm gonna stand my ground. You're not gonna come in here and try to treat me like my name is Stanley. You cannot allow yourself to sink into your feminine frame where you go inside your head and you get all emotional. We used to have a word for this back in the early 2000s. They used to call these guys emo. Do you guys remember this? Like the emo guys, they called them emotional guys, but it was like emo for short. And these guys would be like, oh, super emotional. Can't be doing that these days. You know, these days you gotta come at these girls, let them know that you're a man's man, that you're not gonna tolerate their shit, that you're a guy. You like to do guy things. You don't let women, I mean, it even says this in the Bible, that you are not to adopt the ways of the feminine, the ways that which destroyeth kings. I actually did a coaching video on that too, right? You're not to allow yourself to be controlled by the feminine, or allow the feminine to have power over you as a man. Because when you do that, that's when you bring destruction into your life. That is when you bring confusion into your mind, right? And you see a lot of these guys who are out there trying to follow the mainstream, right? Trying to follow the social engineering that's going on out there, telling you to, you know what? Masculinity is toxic, mister. It's toxic. It's the problem with the entire world today. It's toxic masculinity. If more guys were more in touch with their feminine side and empowered more females, we'd have a better world. They tell you all that other shit. That's not how God planned it. That's not how God designed us, right? That's not how we're designed. We're designed with a hierarchy from the man above. And the hierarchy is man, woman. Doesn't mean to treat women poorly. That's not in the scriptures. It doesn't say to treat women poorly. It just says to not put women above you. And I live by that. I live by the scriptures. I'm Catholic, right? Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm a pickup artist. I'm not perfect at all, right? I'm on my own spiritual journey, trying to find my way along the way, right? But you're not to put women above you, and you're not to allow yourself to act like a woman. Don't act like a chick, guys. And then don't be surprised when you start acting like a chick that you're being treated like a chick. You're being treated like a child almost, right? Like you're less than. If you want to be treated like a man, you must act like a man. Surprise, surprise, right? There's no magic here, right? There's no magic. Don't let, the mainstream social engineering that's going on out there mess with your mind and confuse you into believing that, the path to happiness and the path to a great life is to be more feminine. No, that's the path to destruction, self-destruction and self-hatred, okay? If you were born a man, be proud of it, okay? Just like if you were born a woman, be proud of it. Embrace your femininity, girls, you few female followers that I have. Embrace your femininity. Embrace the fact that it's great to wear a pretty dress, to do makeup, to do your hair, to smell good. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a mom, wanting to have kids, wanting to pick your kids up from school. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, that's the way God designed it. Okay, He did not design it to where women are supposed to be men and men are supposed to be women. You know who wants that? Satan. That's who wants to bring confusion into your life. And actually that's in the scriptures too. Who's the author of confusion? The devil. The devil is the author of confusion. Look what's going on with the mainstream. What they're trying to do, they're trying to trick little boys into acting like little girls and little girls into acting like little boys. All the mainstream does is try to confuse you. Who's the author of confusion? Satan, the devil, period. And I'm not trying to get biblical here on you, but I'm just telling you from a biblical standpoint, whether you believe or not, whether you're a believer or not, that's what's in the scriptures. And I believe that that is the way that God intended it, and that is the way it should be, and that is what will lead to ultimate happiness and fulfillment in life. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. Also, guys, very important, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe. That way you will get all of my coaching videos fresh as I upload them, and you won't have to wait or dig around YouTube for them, right? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 months to mastery, son. 7 months to mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. The same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making this happen every single week, no matter what virus is going on in the world, no matter what kind of police beatings are going on in the world, or any other craziness that is happening in the world. We are still out there making things happen, and getting things done and pulling results, son. This is the absolute best way to support my work, and right now the first month is still only $1, okay? Still only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. I really don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep this running, but right now, still only $1, so take advantage of it. This is the absolute best way to support my work. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.